Will, a comprehensive answer.
I was just about a very comprehensive
Thank you very
overview,
much.
I would say.
Will, thank you. Will
Thank
Hollis.
you very, very much indeed. Coming up, Dr. Christian Dunn joins us again for our daily rundown of COP26. Got lots of questions for him, where today we discuss the pledge of 190 world leaders and organisations to end coal power use by 2050 and whether coal-reliant Australia and China will ever pledge the same. That's after this. Christian, you're brilliant. Now, former England cricketer Gary Ballance has admitted to using a racial slur against Yorkshire teammate Azim Rafiq during their time at Headingley.
Sir, former England cricketer. Monty, great to see you. Thank you for joining us. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Yeah, thank you for having me on the show.
I just wonder how you felt when you saw this story, first of all. Did it make you think, oh, have we not dealt with this, or have you thought it never really went away? We're staying with the theme.
Yes, John Lewis has released...
Not to add to the pressure too much.
Yeah, it's just released its Christmas advert a week earlier than usual, by the way. After a surge in online searches for festive products, the advert follows the classic John Lewis formula of showcasing two unusual friends sharing Christmas.
Let's have a look at this year's advert, shall we? Here it is. That wasn't the whole thing. We will show you the whole thing a little later, but...
Your take so far? Your thoughts? Not keen on the alien
Doesn't
bit.
quite do it for me.
Really? Well, let's wait and see, shall we?
GB Views at gbnews.uk. Just on that brief clip, but that's it. It's an alien.
Taster.
Comes to the planet, gets an M&S, a John Lewis jumper, which they are selling this year. Those jumpers. That jumper with the lights.
Yeah. Well, that's a taster. Let's wait and see.
Was
Show
it a
you
bit
the full
box
advert.
ticky? I think that may be a view, but let's see. Let me know, and if I'm still here in an hour, we'll respond to it. You're watching GB News.
Hello, good morning.
Sorry, I didn't.
Sorry.
No, I didn't. It's 8 o'clock. Oh. Good morning. It's Thursday, the 4th of November. These are the stories that matter to you and to us here on the Great British Breakfast with me, Simon McCoy and Kirsty Gallacher.
On COVID, but also to protect their education. And I think if you compare us now to Europe, what's happening there, well, you're seeing in some countries 10 or 20 times less cases per day that we have in this country is a combination of those countries maintaining some restrictions like face masks and sometimes using vaccine passports, but also they've rolled out the vaccination of 12 to 15-year-olds much earlier than we have.
Yeah, it's funny, you mentioned long COVID. It's gone out of the headlines, hasn't it, of late, but it's...
Thank you.
No. Conservative Owen Paterson's avoided a 30-day Commons suspension after an 11th-hour intervention by senior Tory MPs. Mr Patterson was found by a standards watchdog to have misused his ministerial position to benefit two companies he worked for. But some senior Tory MPs argued that the probe into his conduct had been unfair and instead voted to overhaul the standards systems. However, the vote was met with cries of shame from the opposition.
Well, that was the response in the House of Commons. A lot of you got a view on that. Many actually quite supportive of Owen Paterson, saying he deserves to have his side of the argument put through. But GB Views at gbnews.uk if you want to comment on that. Let's have a look in the meantime at what else is going on today. The British trawler that was detained by France during the post-Brexit fishing row has been released by French authorities. These are all friends sharing Christmas. This year's anticipated advert, well, it's not anticipated, we're going to show it to you right now. It shows an alien called Sky, being shown the joys of the festive season by teenager Nathan. Want to see it? This is the moment.
There we are, the new Christmas John Lewis advert. That's the campaign in full. What do you think about it? Let us know your views. GBViews at gbnews.uk. I'm taking it you don't like it?
OK, I just think the world of political correctness has gone absolutely mad. The only white face you see is the alien. I'm sorry, I don't speak as a fine, but it just seems to me we're going down a road where some people will not be entirely comfortable.
No, I think you're right there. I'm not sure what I think about it. I'd like to see what my children think of it, although they're not buying the presents. Would it, I guess the question is, would it make you want to shop at John Lewis? Does it intrigue you? Let us know.
Yeah, I'm just an old grump, as someone has pointed out already.
Have they?
Yes. I think it's
You're
someone
not
I
an
know,
old
because they're being very accurate, actually. But anyway, but thank you.
Big
GB
grump.
Views at GB News, let us know what you think of that advert. Marks & Spencer's got a Percy the Pig advert out as well. All the big stores are doing the ding-dong at Christmas over their TV ads. But there's always a special fuss over John Lewis, and I think that one might cause a bit of a fuss this
I'm
year.
not sure about it yet. Another watch and I'll see. Coming up, our Scotland reporter Davy Donaldson gives us the latest on the protests happening outside COP26 on the streets of Glasgow. But first, the weather.
I haven't changed my mind.
No, I haven't changed my mind.
A lot of you...
I haven't changed my mind at all.
A lot of you messaging. Earlier I said it's political correctness gone mad. I stand by that. A lot of you agreeing. Some are saying... Well, actually, someone just said, I wonder what they would have said if the alien was a person of colour. The only white face in that advert is the alien. A lot of you saying it doesn't in any way describe a traditional British Christmas. The word wokes has appeared.
Yeah.
Keep those views coming.
Yeah.
I suspect it'll be discussed all day.
It will be.
We'll see you next week.
It's the briefing with Tom Harwood, live from COP26 next. See you next week.
Nice to see you.
Hello, good morning. It's another cold one out there for many of us. A touch of frost in places this morning, but